So you might be wondering what is on the screen behind me. So this is TikTok, and this is on the desktop version, and I've got a content creator here opened up called Captain Mark. I like Captain Mark, and I want to talk about why I like Captain Mark and why I think that you should really look into TikTok, if only for entertainment purposes. Also to nudge you in that direction because I do have a TikTok account, and I totally have ulterior motives for making this video. So links are down below. Um, TikTok is a great entertainment source. Chris and I use it now instead of Netflix. I'm totally not sponsored by them. I'm just giving this information because I do want people to follow me there as well as here because TikTok allows you to create really interesting stuff in the vertical format. So, who is Captain Mark and why should I care? So, Captain Mark is a commercial boat captain taking a cargo ship from point A to point B and spending sometimes months at sea, taking huge shipments around the world. Captain Mark also deals with sea pirates and all sorts of craziness as a cargo ship captain. And I find his content absolutely just enthralling to watch. So he talks about the day-to-day life of being a ship captain. You know, this is the boat, this is the size of the boat, this is the technology I use, this is the life of a sea captain. He's a British fellow, and it's really cool content. I just think that he has a really interesting channel, and he's just producing really cool TikTok videos. Um, Now, it's not in the gaming space, and I do follow gaming creators like Hottie Chicken. Hottie Chicken is actually a Twitch streamer. I didn't know this, by the way, until later. So I found her through TikTok. So I found these little, 30-second to minute-long videos that she does, which are like these lore snippets, and they've got subtitles. She does amazing voiceovers. Like, I was swimming around the coastline of Exile's Reach, and I found some interesting structures. And all of a sudden, something buried in the sand caught my attention. And she's just the way she's filmed it and set it all up and the way she does the narrations, she's literally creating these like super focused, interesting um, snippets for TikTok that I just found fascinating because I don't know a lot of this lore in a lot of these places. So then I found out she was a Twitch streamer and she's an older Australian lady. I think she's a PhD. She's an academic by day and she's an official World of Warcraft content creator. And I think she's also a Twitch partner. But I actually found out about her because TikTok, and I don't watch any of her streams. I don't watch any of her long form content, but I absolutely love this stuff that she's doing on TikTok. Let's go through real quick. There are some other people I follow. Captain Bob. This is why I love this kind of stuff. So Captain Bob is the co-founder, and I don't know if he's CEO, but he's the co-founder of Nomadic Aviation and Global Aviation Holdings. Says he's an aviation entrepreneur. Why do I follow Captain Bob? Captain Bob takes empty commercial airline vehicles, planes, and moves them across the world for companies. And so it might be like where they're going to take a passenger jet and they're going to fly it from like Las Vegas to somewhere in Shenzhou, China or somewhere because it's going to get converted from a passenger jet to a cargo jet. So he'll fly all the way over there, him and his crew, usually, couple few of them. They take the plane over, and then they get another one and they bring it back and they fly it somewhere different. And so he's constantly just flying all around the world in these different types of planes, and I just find the content to be fascinating. It's also very interesting to me because I'm not a big fan of heights or flying or the ocean, and so flying has always been. I'm a nervous flyer. I have flown a lot in my life for work. I've never gotten comfortable with flying. Turbulence terrifies the shit out of me, even though I know that scientifically speaking, it's no different than you doing, bumps along the road when you're driving your car. It's just that's vibrations. That's all it is. But it still terrifies me. So I find this like therapeutic to watch, but also fascinating because this guy's just fearless and just has a really cool job. I mean, I've always said to myself that if I was ever able to go out and get a pilot's license, I would probably get over my fear of flying because it would allow me to be in control, and that's the issue I have is the lack of control more than anything else is not being in control of the situation. Um, so cool stuff. I really like his account. Um, Paul Stamets, who I actually caught on Joe Rogan's show, he's a big he's a mycologist. He's into mushrooms for various purposes, and so I really like his account. Not specifically for the mushroom content, although that's a nice bonus. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But also because just the science of how myconids talk. So if you're into the science behind like The Last of Us, and if you look at the discussions like going back to removing the psychedelic aspects of the conversation out of it for a minute, um, there's a very interesting thing that happens with myconids in terms of the conversations that happen and how they're sending signals and the way they propagate and everything else. The storyteller in me loves to hear about that, and also the connection that they have to the otherly in a lot of cultures is also a very interesting thing. But I like Paul Stamets' account. A lot of gaming stuff like Dune Awakening, Tales of the Shire. Um, Olivia Tademan is a private chef who does some really cool stuff. She doesn't have, she's like 70,000 followers. She's she's got a really cool personality, and I like her videos a lot. So I like her stuff. I've Co Carnage is here. Let's see who else I've got I can pick at. Oh, here's one like Viking Bluth. So this dude, him and his wife have this huge farm in Chihuahua, Mexico. So they speak Spanish and English, and they split their time between Texas and Chihuahua. But they have a big, big ranch. They're my brother's age, so they're like my brother and his wife. I think they're a little bit older because my brother and his wife have a cattle ranch. These guys have an agricultural farm. And a lot of the video is just the life on the farm, and he does content in English and Spanish. And I've been following him ever since I got on the platform. I think he was within the first 10 or 15 people that I followed. And I've watched his channel grow significantly over the past few years. And now he's selling merch, and it's allowed him to do collabs with other big content creators in Mexico and the United States. And really cool stuff to see him growing. Then there's Massimo Capra, who is an Italian. Well, he's from Italy, but he has a restaurant in somewhere in Canada. I forget where. But I absolutely love this guy. If you follow him, he has an Italian. He's really. I really like him, Massimo. I would love to go to his restaurant. Like his, I love to cook. Chris and I used to do videography and photography for gastronomy, and so I have a lot of content creators I follow on here who are chefs and cooks and stuff. I really like his stuff for that. There's also another Italian chef I follow who's from Italy. Also Ed Greenwood, because if you're not following Ed Greenwood, I follow him in other places too, but this is the creator of the Forgotten Realms. Um, um, so really fun stuff that happens here. Ziegler Monster's a bodybuilder who I just think he's super entertaining, and he's a massive Lego fan. So I originally found him because he was building lots of Legos, and then he just happens to. I don't work out. Like I am not a workout dude, but I find his videos super entertaining because it's not just him working out. It's like he does a lot of nerdy shit, even though he's a big buff dude. So a lot. I don't watch all his stuff, but I do watch a lot of his Lego stuff and his business stuff because he's a very interesting person. This guy I used to watch on YouTube, but then he started a TikTok account. This is modern history, modern history TV on YouTube. But he started basically breaking down his old content into TikTok format, which is absolutely brilliant because it's very well suited for that. Oh, here he is, Chef Max. So Chef Max, I freaking love his videos. He's opening a restaurant now. But he does, I just love his cooking videos. And he's unabashedly him. But just really cool stuff, for people who like to follow fun content creators. I'm trying to see if there's anything else in here. Quick commercial break, everyone, to celebrate and give thanks to all of these amazing people who keep me on the air full time. Really appreciate the support. All you got to do is join as a member. You get access to private videos. You can also do super thanks on any upload or super chats and stickers on any live stream or premiere you see. And beyond that, don't forget we're multi-streaming over on Twitch now, so you can support over there as well. Thanks so much to everybody. Let's get back to the video at hand. Because Max Randolph, who does like metalworking and other stuff. He builds some really cool stuff. He does some official gaming projects. There's just some genuinely really cool people on here. I do Kyle McLaughlin. I like him as an actor. Um, I just think he's an entertaining fellow. Um, and I think there's a lady on here, Shoshi's Minis. She doesn't have a lot of followers, like 6,000 followers, but she does mini painting, miniature painting, and I just like her content. I find it soothing and very, very interesting. And the Bearded Badger Storyteller from Ireland, because he's a lot of fun. And I've been following him since he was like within the first 15 or 20 follows too. He had like, I want to say 5 or 10,000 followers when I started, and now he's up to 62,000. But he just does really cool stuff, and he likes sticks. He really, really loves his sticks and stick carving. So I think that it's great to. I love a good Netflix show, and I love my science fiction and fantasy shows. But I'm proud to be a part of the content creator generation who makes a living as a content creator. And so I'm very happy to give views and clicks to other content creators who create content that I find enjoyable. Um, I think that TikTok has a lot of value to offer because it's a different format than, so and it depends on the person. So I am here in front of this desk for arguably most of the day, either standing or sitting, and I'm creating content and I'm streaming and I'm engaging with a monitor in this way. It is really nice for me when I'm done at the end of the day. If Chris and I aren't doing something, I go relax in the backyard for a bit, and then at night when I'm laying in bed, I might read a little bit, or I might just get on here and go through my phone. I just scroll for like an hour, nodding off, watching some of my favorite content creators, and supporting them in the best way I can. I think it's a great place to be. It offers a different format. I also scroll YouTube shorts, but during the day. At night, I like TikTok. I like the fact that they allow much longer format in vertical because I can actually watch people do documentary style stuff that's like 5 or 6 minutes long, 10 minutes long, whatever, as opposed to only being able to watch short snippets where people are just, you're always cut off in the middle of the conversation because the rest of it, they're all, go watch it elsewhere. And that's fine for certain things, but I also like being able to watch longer form stuff. So I'm really interested to see where this goes. And obviously, I'm on the way to getting this channel monetized as well. So if you like my content on YouTube, don't forget to also follow along here and, of course, the Twitch channel because you need to be in all the places to see all the different things I'm doing. Um, the links are down there, but also if there's any content creators that you really like on TikTok, let me know and I will add them and follow them and continue to consume more stuff because I like to be entertained and I'm very happy to be living in the times we live in. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop them down below. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Daily streams here and on Twitch, and I do lots of different stuff like this. So check out the playlists, and I'll see everybody in the next one. Have a good day.